Hey, what's up everybody? I have a new stencil. It's called the Toxic Skull stencil, and I'm getting ready to show you several variations. What you're going to get in this stencil set is an outline stencil, a black stencil, and you're also going to get a goggle and breather mask stencil. The goggle and breather mask stencil will allow you to isolate those two particular units and spray them in different colors if you want to. This first one I did in just red and white. Did some shading and variations. This second one I did in candy green. Again, you know, it's up to you. I'm outlining it in black because I really want this to like just fade into the background. So when you're spraying with the black stencil, if you're trying to get realism, don't spray it too dark. Just a light hazing, and then you go back in like I'm doing right now with black, and you know, you outline or you shadow in where you want them to get darker based on your light source. So now I'm adding more candy green, which is going to deepen the back portion of the skull as if it's, you know, in the background, it's hiding around a corner. These are little things that you do to improve on the realism of a stencil. Backed it in black, real simple. It's not difficult. So this time I'm going to spray the black first, very lightly. Now I'm going to use the goggle and breather mask stencil, and I'm using white to highlight certain areas. Now I'm outlining this skull in white because I want a white halo around it. And now I'm going to lay some candies down. I'm doing the candy yellow and a candy blue. You know, and of course when you mix yellow and blue up the center, you're going to get a green as the two colors mix. Adding some flame licks with the white. Once I do this, then basically what I'm going to do is come back and hit some highlights off with the white. I'm going to get some black, and I'm going to, you know, hit some shadows off, a couple of shadows under the flames, darken up some of those lines from the black stencil to make it look more airbrushed instead of stenciled. Add more yellow, more blue to richen the skull and bring it to life. This will also separate the skull from the flames because the skull will be darker. Now I put the outline back over to cover and protect my work. I spray black for the background for the flames. I spray the skull in white, which basically will make it a richer blue and a richer yellow and some green. And because of the detail that I did, that's what you'll end up with. This time, instead of starting with the black stencil, I'm going with the candy yellow and the candy blue first. Reverse the two colors. I switched them around a little bit. I'm gonna go with the outline again in white, but because I have the candies down first, now it's going to be a blue halo on one side and a yellow halo on the other side. This way it looks like the flames are lit behind the skull a little bit. It outlines it, it gives it some depth, which is awesome. Again, with the black stencil, like I said, you don't want to spray too heavy because it doesn't look realistic. Give it a nice light coating. And what I'm going to do again right now, I'm going to hit some shadows off because I already got the black in. So I'm going in with the black and darkening around the eye sockets, around the breather mask, you know, around the edges, all of the lines. I just kind of hit it off a little bit to give it a more realistic look. Added more of the candies. Now I'm going to spray this black again with the outline. There's my skull in the center. The flames are behind the black. Spray some white over the skull, and there you have it. So I've done 4 variations, a red and white, candy green, 2 different types of flames, and you know, I've rushed through them. So I mean, the detail when I'm actually painting is a lot more detailed than this, but this is just a general idea so you can get an idea of the things that you can actually do with these stencils. So find us on Facebook and on eBay. They're for sale. Thanks.